So I went to sleep and I just prayed like until I fell asleep. And I woke up. I remember sitting up. As soon as I woke up, it was early, and I just said out loud, "I'm healed," because I just knew like the Lord had healed me. So December 2nd of 2021, I was at a swim meet and I was done with all my races and I walked over to the bench, I sat down and I started to hyperventilate. I had a panic attack and I could not breathe. I could not control myself. It felt like a Charlie horse all the way through my body. Yeah, so like I couldn't move, I was just stuck. They ended up having to call the EMTs. I went to the hospital. I could not control my breath for 4.5 hours. Yeah. And yeah, so that was the first one. I got home at like 1 in the morning. July of last year, I was at Passion Camp, and it was right at the end of the service, and we were having worship time. I was completely fine, and then I just started to hyperventilate. I sat down, and same thing happened. Could not control my breath for about 2.5 hours this time. I went back to the hotel and I was pretty sore the next day because, you know, and yeah, that was the second one. The third one happened at soccer practice. We were scrimmaging for about 20 minutes. It was hot outside, but I just could not, I just started to lose my breath. So I went and sat down. Same thing happened. They had to call the ambulance. And yeah, they had to have an oxygen tube over my mouth. Yeah, because yeah, it was rough. I could not breathe at all. So that was about 2.5 hours long too. I went home and then my mom decided to take me to the doctor. So that was the last day in August. I went to the doctor and they had to draw blood and do all these crazy testings. They told me I had a virus in my lung, in my left lung. So they put me on 12 different medicines. Some I had to drink, some were pills. I learned how to swallow a pill at 15 years old because I had never had to do anything like this before. So I went home and started the next day. That would be September 1st. And it was a month-long thing, a month-long detox. And so I had to take 12 medicines every day. I had to take some at school, some during practice. I would have to like stop during practice. My coach would have a timer on her phone. Or if I was in a game, I'd have to come off the field, take medicine, and go back in. Yeah, it was crazy. So then September 24th, me and my dad drove up to Bloomington. That was a Saturday to watch the Tollers play soccer. And we got there at like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. And Natalie walks up to me and says, "I have something that will save your life." So I was very confused. And she walked me over to a car and she pulls out a prayer cloth. And she was like, "We had an immersion service last night. We all prayed over this for you. And God's going to heal you tonight." And I was like, okay. I was like, sure, I'll try it, whatever. So I didn't really think about it much that day. I got home and Lily had explained to me how to use it. And so I got home and I lay down in bed and I put it over my stomach because like the medicines would just like kill my stomach. So I went to sleep and I just prayed like until I fell asleep. And I woke up. I remember sitting up. As soon as I woke up, it was early, and I just said out loud, "I'm healed," because I just knew like the Lord had healed me. I don't really know how to explain it. I don't know if I felt that I was healed or if like I just like knew or if He spoke to me, but I was healed, and it'll never happen again.
So you've not had any more episodes?
Nope.
So what did your parents think?
They were shocked. I mean, like we were all shocked, but I mean, that's what the Lord does. So
That's awesome.
yeah.